In this video, I'll explain how you can start your examination on My Perfectis portal. So the very first thing you have to do is you have to open the Chrome browser. If you wish, you can start with the Firefox as well. The steps are similar. And then you have to visit this website eproctor.myperfectis.com. Press enter. Then on the top right corner, you'll find an option to login. Click on login button. And then you have to enter your credential here, your registration number. In your case, it will be registration number of yours, and then a password which will be shared through email ID, your email ID or my message on UMS. So please check your UMS for the password or email as well. So use your registration number in the very first box, and in the second box use the password which has been shared. Then click on login button. Once you log in, you'll be moved to test tab, and the very first test which is available for me is demo practice test. In your case, it will be the name of the course code for which the examination is scheduled. Now to start the test, I'm going to click on the name of the test. So in my case, the name of the test is demo practice test, and I can do that by two ways, by clicking either on demo practice test or view. So I'm going to click on the name of the test itself, and you can see the moment I'll be moved to the new page, I'll be prompted to allow the camera to be used by this portal. So I have got two options, allow and block. I'm going to click on allow, and you can see now my face is visible in the camera. That means camera is working and the portal has got the access to use the camera. Now just in case you want to change this setting, or let us say you are not getting this option to allow and you are not able to move to the next page, you can always click on this lock icon and you can see the camera is allowed here. Or you can alternatively go to the site setting, and location has not been asked, so I'm going to allow the location as well and microphone as well. As long as camera is allowed, these two won't make any difference, but just to be safe, make sure these three options are allowed: location, camera and microphone. Once these three are allowed, close this window, and now you'll see you have got an option to reload the page to apply the setting that you have just made. So I'm going to click on reload, and now you can see the camera is still detecting my face. And now if I'll click here, you can see the portal is using the location, camera and microphone. All these three options are allowed now. Now I'll click on the tech test, and once I'll click, I'll be moved to the instruction page. Now this instruction area, this is the area where you'll get the instruction, and this is the area where you'll get instruction from the university side. There are some generic instruction by the portal itself which is given here. So in this case it is not required, or if you wish you can read these as well. Most of them are not applicable to you. So I would strictly encourage you to use the instruction mentioned here. And these instructions are you can say specific to the examination. So some of the points mentioned here will be applicable to all the examination that you'll go through, and some of the points or instruction that has been mentioned here will be applicable to this exam as well. So although you are using your third, fourth or fifth paper, make sure you read all the points, because it may have some valuable information for you. Now in this case, the very first instruction is that make sure you have enough data to complete the test, and find yourself a distraction free area to attempt the test. Keep at least 10-12 blank A4 sheets. Now these are all instruction, and it is supposed to be changed in coming days. Now here is an example how you can use an A4 sheet to write your answer for a particular question. So this is the format that you have to follow. Now once I'm done reading all these A4 sheets, I'm going to click on I'm ready to start, and you won't be able to start the test unless the actual time set for the examination has been crossed. Okay, so therefore if it is 11:30 and the test is scheduled to happen at 12, you won't be able to start the test. Now you can see I'm on the very first question. On the top right corner you can see I have got a reverse timer. That means I'm left with 1 hour 19 minutes, 119 minutes. That means the total duration for this exam is 2 hours. I've got a finish button. I can click on this button anytime to finish the test. This is the question area where I'm looking at the question, and the question says that discuss the working of centrifugal pump with all the details. This is question number 1. Then I've got 4 options here at the bottom and 1 option here, and you can see the camera view on the top right corner. This is the calculator. Just in case you require calculator to calculate something, you can always click on this calculator button, and there are some. This is a nice calculator to use. Okay. Now take picture is applicable when you want to take snapshot of your answer sheet through the webcam, but the quality of that picture is always going to be low, so we highly encourage you to take picture through your mobile and then upload it using the second option called upload picture. The third option is upload documents. Just in case if you have PDF for your answer, you can always use this option to upload the answer. So I have already created an answer for this particular question, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on upload picture, and now it will open a dialog box to select the file. So I have stored my file in the picture folder, so I'll go to the picture folder, and this is the very first answer. Now the question is how I have got this. Okay, so I'll explain this in another video, or what else you can do is at this point of time you can take photograph, you can stop this interface here, you can take A4 sheet, you can start writing, and once you'll write, take picture of that answer sheet and then upload, then transfer the photograph into the laptop using a, let us say, data cable. And then what you can do is you can click on this upload picture, you can scroll down, and if you'll connect your mobile phone through the data cable, you'll see the name of your mobile phone here. So by using that device, you can always go back to that particular device storage and you can always have access to those folders. So for now I'm going to select this one, question 1, page 1, and you see once I'll click OK, it will start uploading the image, and you can see I have got the answer sheet here. Now you can see on the top of the page I have written my registration number, examination date, exam time, course code, question number, and page 1 of 4. So you have to write this page number always in this format, 1 of 4. So this is the first page, so this is 1 of 4. If this is the second page, it should be 2 of 4. For third page, it should be 3 of 4. And for the fourth page, it should be 4 of 4. And we are expecting you to upload not more than 4 pages. That is why this is the format we have given to you. So this is the very first page. I want to upload the another answer, so I'll click on upload picture, and I'm going to select this one, the second page of the same question. Open. I'll wait for the file to be uploaded, and you can see the file is uploaded, and now you can see the preview as well. So this is page 1, and on the page 1 you have to write the question first given on the portal, which is this one, and then you have to start writing the answer. However, on the second page the information remains same, but you do not need to write the question again. You can just continue from this point onward, and each page must be signed at the bottom by the candidate. So this is the signature of the student. Now I'm going to upload the third page. So this is the third page. Click open. And you can see third page is also applicable. So you can see I have followed the order. The very first page has been uploaded first, second page at the second order, and third page the third time. Okay, and once I'm done writing my answer, I need to include this in the answer so that evaluator can understand that this is the last point till where you have mentioned your answer. Now I have already done this activity beforehand because I have to keep the size of the video checked. In your case, when you see this question, all you have to do is take the A4 sheet, write these details, fill the details, draw a line, copy the question on the first page, and then start writing the answer. And on the second page, again you will mention all the details on the top, exclude the answer question here, continue with your answer, and you'll keep doing until you reached to the last point of your answer. Okay, and once you are done, you can click on next. Now you also notice that there is a cross button just in case if I upload a wrong picture. So let us say I'm going to upload a picture and I have uploaded this picture, which is wrong. Okay, because this is not the answer, this is the format for which this is the format in which I have to write the answer. So this need not to be here. Okay, so I have to delete this by clicking on this cross icon. So I'll click on this cross and you can see the picture is gone now, and I'm only left with page 1, page 2 and page 3. Okay, and then once I have uploaded all these pictures, I need to go to the full screen, otherwise I won't be able to move to the next screen. So if I'll click on next, you can see it will ask you to go to the full screen, so I can click on OK, and the moment you'll click OK, you will go to the full screen. You go to the bottom, now click next, and now once you'll click next, you'll get a warning that you would not be able to return to this question and change answers or attachment. Do you want to move next? So if you are sure that you are done writing the answers of the very first question, you can click on yes. Now I've got the second question. So at this point, I'm going to show you the exact procedure to write an answer and then upload through a mobile phone. Now I'm going to show you how you can transfer your image from the mobile phone to the laptop itself. Now write your question, write your answer on the A4 sheet, and then take out the mobile, start your camera, point it to the answer sheet, take a snap, go to the other page, click the photograph of second one, and then connect your mobile phone through the data cable. So I'm going to connect my mobile phone using the data cable. I'm going to minimize the camera app now. I have connected my mobile phone. I'll go to the notification menu and I'll allow my device to transfer file. I'll go back, and now I'll go back to the laptop, click on upload picture, and now go to PC, and now my device is visible here. Click on internal shared storage, and the image is generally stored in this folder DCIM, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on camera, and once I'm done, it's very difficult to find the image, but what I can do is I can use this more option menu. I can go to details, detail view, and under this modified column I can click one time to store the image in the newest image first and the oldest image last. So you can see these are the three images that has been clicked, and right now the time is 2:31 p.m. and this image has been clicked at 2:29 p.m. So these two images are same. I mistakenly clicked 2 times for the last page, so I'm going to delete this. And this image was captured first, so I'm going to select this image and then I'm going to click open. Now you can see it will start uploading. Now here is one point. If you are using the main camera of your phone and your phone main camera is of high resolution, the size of image is supposed to be larger one. So what I would recommend is, please make sure that the setting of your camera is medium. Okay, image quality is medium. So I'll wait for the file to be uploaded, because if you'll keep the image size or image quality higher, the size of the image will be bigger and it will be difficult to upload the image. So keep the resolution medium, and that is the problem I'm facing here. The size of the image is too big, around 5 MB. So I'll wait because I don't have any other option. And now you can see the file is uploaded, and most probably I should view the preview as well. So you can see this is pretty much readable. Okay, and this is the very first image, and my answer contains 2 images, so I'll have to repeat the same activity again. I'll click on upload picture, and then again I'll go to the device name, open this, go to DCIM folder, camera, and this setting is still there. This is the last picture that has been captured. That means 7th of June 2020 at 2:29 p.m. If you are not going to see this, click on this modified column and you will be able to see the last clicked file at the top. So this is the second last file that I have clicked. So I'll select this and I'll click open. And now you can see the file is being uploaded. So I'll wait for the file to be uploaded. Now I can see the confirmation of the second image to be uploaded. Now I'll go to the bottom and you can see now the second image is being previewed here. So you got the idea how to transfer image from the mobile to the laptop. And as I was saying, that keep your image quality to the mediums by going to your camera app, so that when you click on the picture, the size of the picture remains of a little bit on smaller size. Now if you try to move your cursor out of this examination window, you will see a warning. Just have a look. I'm going out of the exam window, and when I'll come back, you will see a warning. Now this warning is not being counted because this is a demo account, but when you'll attempt the same test in your paper, this will be counted as a warning. So I'll highly encourage you not to move away from this exam window, which is in this blue color. Okay, even if you'll go to the scroll bar, have a look. Scroll bar is not being detected, so that is good. You can use the scroll. And now I'm going to click on next, and you can see it is asking me to go to full screen. I'll go to next, and again it is asking that if you'll go to the next question, you won't be able to come back. So that is fine because I have done already. I have answered the question already. Click on yes. And I do not want to answer this question. It seems a little bit difficult to me. Even the previous question I answered differently. When you are writing the answer, make sure your handwriting is readable because your paper is not being presented to the evaluator will be evaluating the image itself. So the chances of image clarity to deteriorate is a little bit higher. So keep your writing a little bit good. Now I'm going to click on this finish test. Yes, I want to finish. And that means, and now you can see that I have got a notification that my test has been submitted successfully. Okay, so this is how you attempt test on this portal.